Hello, it's Gareth here. I hope you are well. So in today's video, I want to talk about celebrating your wins. Now, this is something, if you're watching this video and you've worked with me or you're currently working with me or you're one of my groups, I do this every single day in a group on Facebook. I have a group in there and I encourage them every day on the morning to share their win from the previous day. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes we can focus on stuff in our life that's not going well, mistakes we might have perceived we've made, or things that are causing us some concern. We kind of focus on stuff that doesn't make us feel good. And there are times it's important to look at your challenges in life and deal with them and your problems and solve them. That's a fact. You can't go through life ignoring them. But also, it's important you don't go through life ignoring the good you do every day, the wins you have every day, and the things that go well. So win is something you can recognise that's something you did that you said, that would a win with that. And it doesn't have to be anything significant here. But certainly if you're somebody who's going after goals this year, if you set yourself targets and challenges, along the way to achieving that goal, that target or that objective, you're going to have certain wins along the way. And the more you celebrate them, the more it motivates you to keep going. I thought about talking about this today because this is video 15, the vlog 15 if you like, of a challenge I set myself to do 30 vlogs in 30 days. So this is the halfway point. So far I've done 15 videos in 15 days consecutively. So I'm at the halfway point. That's a win. Now that makes me feel good when I think about it. I think, yeah, I've got to the halfway point. It's a nice feeling. The reason I say this is especially to do with goals. One thing I found, because I've set many goals in my life and I've been fortunate enough to achieve many of the goals I've set myself, there's always a slightly anticlimactic feeling when you achieve the goal. It feels good and you feel pleased with yourself, but it never feels like you think it's going to feel. And actually, when you've got to that point, if you've got to the destination, the goal, the objective, the target, the bit that becomes more memorable was not actually getting to the target, it was the journey along the way and the things you learned and the wins you had along the way. But in order to have a win, you've got to recognise it. And if you're always focusing on dumb stuff that's going wrong and you're not focusing on the stuff that's going right, you miss that juice, if you might. You miss that enjoyment. So I want to encourage you to think every day, before you go to bed, what was your win that day? So when you go to bed at night, you're going to bed with this idea of, I had a win today, I did this. And you can celebrate that. And I don't care whether it's celebrating just by going a little fist pump, quiet fist pump to yourself, or a little yes under your breath. Celebrate it, because when we do that, it gives us a little dopamine hit and it makes us want more of that. And then we go looking for the win the next day. And it's a great way to end your day, actually, and also remind yourself of how well you're doing. Along this little journey so far, my 15-day journey into my 30-day destination of 30 videos in 30 days, there's been lots of little wins along the way for me on this. I remember the first time I put a video up and remembered how to edit it properly. That was a win. The first time somebody actually watched one of the videos, I didn't expect to watch them, somebody watched them. That was a win. The first time one of the videos got over 10 views. That was a win. And, no big YouTuber's going to be scared stiff of me thinking, they'd be laughing at the numbers. But for me, there were wins. The first time I got a like, the first time I got a comment. There's always something you can look at in your day that was a win. And I encourage you, if you don't do it, to make this a daily practice. Before you go to sleep on a night, give yourself a couple of minutes to think, what was my win today? And just mentally note it. It gets even stronger, actually, if you write this down. If you journal, it's a great way to use your journal. It's to write your winning for the day. Along with everything else you write down what your win for that day is. But when you celebrate wins, we feel good and we do more things that won't make us feel good. So once you've got that feeling, I had a win today, and you do it tomorrow, I had another win, and it really ends your day nicely. So you can go to sleep, put your head on the pillow and be quite happy that day, no matter what else happened and all the stuff that might have gone wrong, you at least had one win. And I guarantee every single day, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, you will have something that you can say is a win that day. And sometimes, let's be honest, just getting to the end of the day without murdering somebody can be a bit of a win. So it doesn't matter what the win is, there's a win. Find your win every day. And I'm going to be bold and ask something now that anybody watching this, whoever you are, just share a win that you've had recently underneath. I'm going to put that out there, because if you can write a comment underneath, from me asking you to write a comment underneath, that'll be another win for me. And I hope you do. I hope somebody puts a comment underneath. What was your win from yesterday or just recently? What was a win that you would like to share? I hope that makes sense to you, because people don't do enough of this. It's the one thing, it's a really simple practice, a simple habit every day of celebrating your wins that can make a massive difference to your performance and your confidence, but also to your mood and your mental health. So if you're somebody who wants to feel better, give yourself the chance every day to celebrate your win. I guarantee it'll make you feel good, and I guarantee once you get that feeling, you'll keep celebrating your wins. So simple, easy to do, and there's a win every single day. So there you go. Share your win underneath. I'll see you again tomorrow for the next video. But until then, take care.